Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Sorry for the delay there. I was doing a stream instead of a webcam. Anyway, welcome. I'm just going to give this a second to see if it's working and to allow everyone to come in. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Hi, everyone. So this is my first time to do this. I've done a live stream before, but it was like a legitimate live stream with like a third party. They came to the house. We like created a whole bunker out of it, and it was all for breast cancer research and awareness. So I just showed up to hold space and lead a practice. And this time, due to the nature of things, it's a bit different. Okay, now everything's working. I wasn't seeing things move there, so I was worried that it wasn't working. I was messaging the FWFG team who are with me here in spirit, and they'll be moderating. And what else? Okay, it looks like everything's good. And I thought we would just allow for a moment or two for people to land here with me. I like to do this in class too, just kind of take a breath, allow the dust or the glitter, whatever it is for you today, to settle. And really that's about energy. If you are an aspiring yoga teacher, it's good to know your stuff, but it's also better to pay attention to the energy, your energy, the energy of the room. And in this case, it's a digital room. So cool. For those tuning in, hello, Adriene here. I am here with Benji. Let's go ahead and do what we've all arrived here for, which is say hi to Benji. He has a little cloth leg sleeve, or lick sleeve is what it's called, that our vet here in Austin actually designed, worked really hard, our surgeon. And it's cute. It looks like he's wearing a little sweatpant. All right, so if you have brought a beverage of any kind, people are tuning in from all over the world, different time zones. Grab it now. Let's do a little cheers, mate. This is this is the unofficial drink of yoga with Adriene. Actually, if you have been in the community for a while, then you will remember this. Let me know if you remember this in the comments. You remember this? Some people are like, what, girl? I made a big deal in the early days about like, you don't need fancy stuff, just get some lemons, get some water, although right now is a really good time to acknowledge that we can't really take anything for granted. If you don't have lemons right now, maybe you can just take a nice cool sip of water. And even there are a lot of people who can't even take a sip of clean water, so just a little perspective. This is going to be a fun little gathering, as you have already probably noticed. We have a lot of people joining, and I would like to welcome you as people are arriving here. Cheers to you. And also, since I can't really play music for this prologue, as we allow people to gather and find their seats, we can't really play music, which is what I would normally do, so I'll sing for you. Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to continue there. If you know that musical, name it in the comments. Happy to see you. Take it away, Benji. Okay, that's all the singing I'm gonna do. All right, some of you might have received my love letter today, Sunday love letter. Maybe you've read it, maybe not. Either way, that's okay. As people are arriving here, we're gonna get started. We've already begun. Who am I kidding? But let us know, where are you tuning in from? That's my favorite part about this sort of thing. Tell us where you are tuning in from, and also take a look, see where people are tuning in from. Because this is what I really love about this exchange. The fact that you can log on and start a Yoga with Adriene practice, and in the beginning it has a certain amount of views, and by the end you see the number has climbed quite a bit. And to me, that's just a reflection of kind of the essence of Yoga with Adriene, which is like, I'm in my home tending to myself, all parts of myself, but I'm also here with you, connected. This is really the spirit of yoga, in my opinion. Okay, so some of you might have received my Sunday love letter today in honor of this inaugural love letter live, which this could be the first and the last. I don't know. I thought I would share just a brief history of the love letter and also tell you what the heck this is. It's 11:11 here in Austin, Texas. Make a wish. What this is today, and I don't really know what this is, honestly. I'm going to allow it to become whatever it wants to become. But in essence, this is a live version of my weekly love letter that I write to my friends all over the world. And if you're just tuning in, please tell us where you're tuning in from. We'd love to hear from you. Originally, when we started the Yoga with Adriene YouTube channel, and even well before people started watching and participating with the videos, I started writing a newsletter. We thought it'd be a great idea. It made sense. It seemed to kind of go with the job description. Of course, the job description didn't really exist. It was just kind of making it up as we went along. And it was more like a creative project rather than a business. In fact, we never intended to create a business out of Yoga with Adriene or any of this, for that matter. And I think that you can kind of feel that in the vibration of what it is we have here, meaning me and you guys, all of us. So in the beginning, I started writing this newsletter. I have always loved writing. My parents were always really kind and generous and supported me in being a writer, Adriene, the writer. And it's kind of like when you're like a runner, you're like, I still don't think I'm a runner, although cancel clear, change my mind. I'm a writer and a runner now. Don't play small. But it's like when people are like, oh, you're a runner, you're like, I don't know. So back then, same thing. It was like, oh yeah, I'm a writer. But I started writing this newsletter, and ultimately what came of it was I got really angry with it. I started to really resent it. I started to really kind of hate it. And it's because it didn't feel authentic. It felt like I was creating a job for myself where I wasn't getting paid, and also like, who cares? I was fairly certain that you could find whatever information that I was putting out in my Yoga with Adriene newsletter. And I was fairly certain you could find it like 2 doors down on a website, just the same information. So I don't mean to sound like cranky, but I was kind of, like, this is ridiculous, like, this isn't original. And so after, I'm very blessed to be partnered in this whole thing with someone that is creative and a really good listener and extremely positive. So shout out to you, Chris. Thank you. And so we're like, we'll change it up, do whatever you want. So that's what I did. So I started to write whatever I wanted. I started to write from the heart. I know that sounds a little Cute. And then I allowed that to grow. And then people started to subscribe more. And it was kind of in tandem with the yoga videos. Things started to grow. By the time we did the first 30 days of yoga, shout out to all of the people who were there in the beginning for the first 30 days of yoga. Actually, before that, we had a 29-day program called Reboot. But the first one we did on YouTube, the OG 30 days of yoga, in addition to doing 30 pieces of content, which let me tell you, that was a surprise, an awakening. We're like, oh, 30 pieces of yoga. I also decided to write an email for each one. And so that kind of helped everything grow a little bit, and so did the letter. And there was a point where the numbers started to creep up on that, where I thought I needed to maybe go back and do kind of what people were expecting, this like newsletter that had tips and tricks on how to eat right, move right, pray right, be right. And I'm glad that I stayed where I was at and didn't decide where it would end and stuck with it. So that's enough of that. But just so you know, that's kind of where it started, was this newsletter. And I basically quit the newsletter, and there was actually a little pause in between me doing the newsletter and then transitioning to the love letter. And I know it seems like it could be like all semantics, but I'm telling you, there's a difference. And I think it's also allowed me to explore a lot of just kind of the importance and usefulness of letting people really see who you are. And yeah, so there's a live element that has always come out of this love letter anyway. It's kind of lo-fi. I literally write it and then send it out, right? I don't sit with it. It barely gets proofed, as you can see in some of the typos, although it does get proofed very lovingly. But yeah, there's not a lot of time to sit with it and make edits. And so the moral of this story is that is really what we're doing here today. We're taking that love letter, weekly love letter, which has now over 500,000 subscribers. And the moral of the story really is check yourself, write from your heart, speak from your heart. And if you want to create an authentic exchange, be brave and let people look at you. You know, it's hard to really discern what does it mean or feel like to be authentic. And so I say, be brave and let people look at you. And I kind of have to practice what I preach here and remember this every day. Okay. All right. I think, okay, here we go. We're all met, just about. If you're just tuning in, please let us know where you are from. I would love for this feed to really reflect back to us the global love that is here, this gathering. If you missed Benji, I will, we'll get him up again. He's kind of mellow right now because he's on his knee surgery medication. Okay, for this Sunday, today, the subject of the love letter reads, Adriene Mishler for Love Letter Live. And that is a play on one of my jobs that some of you know about, and I thought it could be fun to share with you here while we're all gathered here today. Some of you know that I am an actor, an actress. And if we've been friends for many years, you know that I have done a lot of voiceover work. And one of the fun projects I do voiceover work on is for a game called DC Universe Online. Some of you might be familiar. And for DC Universe Online, I actually, strangely enough, have a lot of pretty fun characters. And one of the characters that I play on the game is that of Lois Lane. So the subject line for today's letter reads, Adriene Mishler for Love Letter Live, and that really is a play on one of the lines that I say the most as Lois, which is, this is Lois Lane for Daily Planet Live. Let's see if I can do that again. This is Lois Lane for Daily Planet Live. This is Lois Lane for Daily Planet Live. So, and then she'll usually go into you know, her news brief. So that's just a fun little Easter egg. Oh, I have a few other characters on the game that are pretty cool, like Supergirl and Power Girl, Raven, much lower register. Play a fun other Teen Titan. Her name is Starfire, and a couple others. And actually, you can find some of those DC Universe online compilations here on YouTube. In fact, you know, I have a little bit I want to get through today, but if we ever do this again, maybe I can play one or two. Actually, I should probably find out if that's allowed, because I'd hate for the stream to get cut off or copyright for that. But if you look up DC Universe Online, Lois Lane, you can probably find some fun compilations. Okay. Let's do 30 more seconds of gathering. If you are coming in just now, please let us know where you are tuning in from. I love it. I love people know these characters. Yes. Starfire, Raven. I also play Cheetah. I play a character called Ursa. But my big characters are Power Girl, Supergirl, and Lois Lane. This is Lois Lane for Daily Planet Live. I could maybe find a script. It'd have to be an older script, because you sign all kinds of NDAs for that stuff, because it's such a cool gig. Okay, yay, look at where everyone's tuning in from. This is so exciting. If you are in my friends and family here in Austin, Texas too, I'd love to see you here too. And thanks for my friends who tuned in, who texted me this morning, giving me a little love, because I was kind of nervous. I was actually like, I think I'm more nervous to go on my own YouTube channel live today than I was earlier this year going on national television live on the Today Show, which shout out to the Today Show, my friends there, so wonderful. All right, let's do this thing. So Wednesday to Sundays, we moved from Wednesday release on the Yoga with Adriene YouTube channel. We used to do Wednesday, let me be more articulate, sorry. We used to do Wednesday releases of the videos. We moved to Sundays. And for me, Sunday is my special day to kind of ground in grace. And I don't like to make a lot of plans on Sundays usually, and if I can help it. And it really is a day of rest for me, self-care, fill up with compassion in whatever way I may need, so that I can kind of have that ready to go for my loved ones and for my work and for others in general for the week ahead. So a couple years ago, we moved the release, just some fun yoga with Adriene facts. We moved the release of the yoga videos to Sundays. It just felt right from Wednesdays. But I've really liked that. You know, part of it wasn't just like, oh, Sunday's a day for contemplation. And it was, you know, we had some other kind of digital strategy things we wanted to play with. Kim Turner, is that my friend Kim? This is so cool. I mean, Kim Turner, you are my friend, whichever Kim Turner you are from anywhere. Yeah, I think that, I thought I would just share that with you, but I think that the fact that Yoga with Adriene comes out on Sunday feels very good to me. And so I thought, if I were to do a live stream, darn it, let's do it on Sunday with the new featured video. So wherever you are, I invite you to find a comfortable seat. And I will too, and Benji will too. I'm going to show Benji again for those just tuning in. Here he is. Of course, there's his bed, not on it. And then this is a great angle of me. Just kidding. And then there's his little leg. He's recovering from a surgery. All right, so wherever you are, let's take a second to find a nice, comfortable seat. Oh, he's stretching. Oh, he moved an ear. Let's find a nice, comfortable seat. Hopefully by now the dust, the glitter has settled a little bit. I know it has for me. And I'll just invite you to relax your shoulders. And as I was mentioning a little bit in the beginning of this stream, one of the things that I really love about this exchange is just a beautiful reminder, and that is that we're not alone. I think a lot of people are lonely. I think it's a real thing, and to see that number at the start of your practice normally, and even now we can maybe see it with this live stream. I don't know, I'm not paying attention to numbers, but to see that number at the beginning of your live stream or of your yoga practice, and then notice it at the end after you rise up from your seated meditation or shavasana, and see that number and how it's grown, the practice at the start versus the end. I really think that is just such a beautiful reflection of this idea that you're not alone. And we see that a lot during the 30 days of yoga when we're uploading a new video every single day, and it's fresh every single day. So if you've experienced that, you may tell us in the comments, but it's pretty sweet. You're not alone. That's what this is, a gathering of this community. And also, just if you're open to it, this could be a real moment for you to just check in with yourself. It'll be fun and creative. We're going to start by sitting up nice and tall, and just wherever you are, just see if you can get your head over your heart and your heart over your pelvis. And when we do this in practice, we're trying to create a sense of good postural alignment. Sure. But why? So check in with your why today. Like, why could it be important to align your head and your heart in your center, your gravity? I also like to remind people a lot when we're doing asana practice that ultimately we're trying to create a healthy flow of energy that runs up and down the spine, right? For a nice healthy nervous system, so that we can get the rhythms of the body kind of moving in a way that feels good, that feel balanced, like you're working with all parts of yourself rather than against. So sit up tall wherever you are, relax your shoulders, and let's take a couple deep breaths together, collective breaths. I love you guys. And here we go. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. Don't be shy. And as you breathe out, relax your shoulders even more. Sit up nice and tall, and you can breathe out through the nose or the mouth. Good. Again, big inhale in through the nose. And nice easy exhale out through the nose or mouth, using this opportunity to relax the shoulders down. Good. And on this inhale, here we go. Breathe in all together, big collective breath. Now in this inhale, pause at the top if you can. Retain the breath here for a moment. Keep the shoulders relaxed, skin of the face soft and relaxed. And then exhale, long and slow. Great, 2 more. Inhale in deeply. Pause at the top, head over heart, heart over pelvis. Relax your shoulders. And slow, easy exhale. Okay, last one. Trust me, trust yourself, trust the live stream. Close your eyes. Here we go. Big inhale. Inhale, lots of love in. Pause at the top. And exhale, lots of love out. Beautiful. If you're tuning in with kiddos, I promise to keep this live stream kid friendly. Imagine you're going to pick up a colored marker out. You're just going to it could be any color. So adults too, you can pick your colored marker out right now, and you're just going to take your colored marker, whatever color you chose, you can tell us later, and you're going to put it on your nose. And then take your colored marker on your nose, and we're just going to draw small circles. Feeling like mine's just like a classic navy blue. And then allow those small circles to grow a little bit bigger. Adults, you don't have to do the marker. If you're not into it, just checking in with the neck. And then big circles. All right, now reverse your circle, draw a little bit bigger maybe. And when you're ready, it can get smaller and smaller and smaller until it's itty bitty 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 bitty. Excellent. You can take your marker, put it down. Don't forget to put the cap on so it lasts you. Okay. On your next big inhale, we're going to take the shoulders and bring them right up to the ears. And then on the exhale, take them back and down. Just 2 more. Inhale, squeeze and lift. And then back and down. My mom says Austin indigo or purple was her marker. Yeah, mom's an artist, beautiful painter of roses. Back and down. All right. Last but not least, we're going to bring the palms together per position of the heart. Actually, seeing my mom's comment here reminds me that it is Mother's Day in the UK. So happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. And we're going to interlace the fingertips here. Sit up nice and tall and start to extend the arms forward. Press the palms. Feel this stretch. So many of you have heard me say this before, a little goes a long way. So just a little bit of seated stretching and breath work for us here. All right, now I'm going to go out of frame, but don't worry. Here we go. We're going to inhale. Oh, let's see if this is a good or bad top for this. You're going to reach all the way up. Gotta love the live. Reach, reach, reach. So actually, this is a good visual for, think about extending from your sideways all the way up to your shoulder girdle, and then shoulder girdle all the way up to the wrist, and then beyond. Great. Inhale in, big breath. And then exhale, break free, wiggle the fingertips. Awesome. All right, if you're just tuning in, tell us where you are tuning in from. And everyone else, thank you so much for being here. Relax, continue to breathe deep and breathe fully and enjoy. Sunday, March 22nd, 2020. Dear, you can say your name out loud. Dear, tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Is this thing on? Hello, everybody. And we are live in 3, 2, 1. Hi, my darling friend. Yes, I'm here. Are you? Yes, I'm writing you from my home here in Austin, Texas, USA. Yes, I know, my darling. It has been a week, indeed. Wild, uncertain, scary, beautiful. Yes, yes, and we thought so last week. But yes, yes, I understand. I'm home. What's that? Oh yeah, I've been here for over a week. Mostly solo with Benji, sometimes the fella. Yes, they are both so smart and handsome. I know, I adore them. Yes, just going out for walks, runs. My allergies are rough, though. Spring has sprung in Austin, though you would not know today. Feels like winter. Wet. Normally, we are wrapping up South by right now. Feeling exhilarated and whipped. Benji can't go out, though. He's still in recovery from his surgery. 8 weeks total. Yeah. I'm calm. Where are you tuning in from? Amazing. Strangely, I have felt so connected to people this week, from our regular team call to social Zooms with some amazing women to getting clear with myself, my body, my man, my friends, the press, this community. Wow. And my evening prayer is long. Y'all, it's long. Like this letter. The rain is coming down now. Tap, tap, tap on everything. This week I've had a front row seat to a really beautiful story. One in which people from all over the world started to share their practice with others as a means to invite them to the mat during these uncertain times. What a time to connect to your at-home practice. As I wrote last week, if there were ever a time to re-energize, reconnect with your willingness to sit with yourself, care for yourself, it could be now. In response to people wanting to offer up ideas and make requests and really be present with what is, we made a new collection of practices to support you in whatever state you're in. This curation, Yoga for Uncertain Times, is a YouTube playlist, and it's made to meet you and support you. You can go in order of the collection, or you can peruse it to select a title that is speaking your name. In addition, today's featured video feels oddly fitting for a Sunday such as today. This is a 48-minute practice that I uploaded in February of 2018, and it is titled Yoga for Self-Discipline. In 2018, I wrote, "We often search elsewhere for people to hold us accountable, but what if we could cultivate that accountability from within? How many times have you looked back in life and noticed how many dark struggles turned out to actually be blessings? When the going gets tough, what if you were to have the practice of staying with the sensation rather than jumping on the urge to run away? It is the tough times that shape us and mold us too, you know?" I wrote that to accompany the practice in 2018. Seems fitting now too, you know? As I relearn what it feels like to sit with myself, even in the discomfort, I am reminded of some of the Shambhala teachings that center around placing our fearful mind in the cradle of loving kindness. Right now, I am taking the time to be disciplined and somewhat precise with what I'm nurturing. And let me tell you, sometimes you nurture the wrong things, get flipped upside down from the front to the middle and the back again, only to remember the power of your thoughts, your words, and the way in which they align with your leading heart. Use your tools. Uncover what works. Pay attention to what doesn't. Lean into the quiet time and learn to love all parts of yourself. Again, there are a lot of tools online to assist you right now. For one, you have the full Yoga with Adriene library located here. If you are not already subscribed to the Yoga with Adriene YouTube channel, click subscribe. Click the subscribe button so you can be notified of the next new video, which is coming soon, and of any live streams, such as the one I'm doing today. Also, we continue to release new content on the Find What Feels Good membership. Today, we continue our new video with our new video in this month's wellness writing series, which is with our community director, Miss Sarah Bowman. And you can find the new journaling theme and prompts on on the membership, www.fwfg.com. You can check out that journey. It's called Right, and it is a 4-week wellness journal series. I think that it's really special and really fun because you get to see Sarah, who is normally on the other side of the camera. So you can go check that out on the membership. If you are seeking structure, story, something to lovingly check in with all parts of the self, may I also invite you to try a 30-day yoga journey with me? Perhaps this year's journey titled Home. In whatever state this love letter finds you, I send you my love from my heart, Texas size. Thank you for welcoming me into your living room, dining room, hallway, office, bedroom, floor. Heyo. And thank you. Thank you for letting me be your stay-at-home companion. It is an honor. Let's keep going. Yours, Adriene. In addition to this being the official drink of yoga with Adriene, I'm aware of how ridiculous that sounds, guys, by the way. We were just being funny back then. But in addition to that, I also have a really funny blog back when I used to write blogs. And it is titled Lemon Drops of Wisdom. Such a clever girl I am. The writing's pretty bad. And the pictures are even worse. This was before I had an iPhone. But it's charming and the information's there, so you can check it out. It's called Lemon Drops of Wisdom, and it's on the Yoga with Adriene website. Get that going if you have it. If not, don't worry. We're lucky. We're so blessed to have just a sip of clean water after all. Okay, so I usually end the letter with a piece of poetry or a quote. And so today I'm going to read my selection live, and then we'll tidy this thing up, and I will invite you to meet me on the mat at your convenience for a practice, whether it's today's featured practice, yoga for self-discipline, or something else. So last Christmas, I was given a gift of this book of blessings by John O'Donohue, and I feel like this book found me at the right time. And I also selected it because the title, well, I'll let you read the title. Oh no, actually I'll say the title, To Bless the Space Between Us, which I feel is, I mean, right, you don't need me to say it. What a time to dig into this book, To Bless the Space Between Us. So I'm going to read my selection in full, and I want to thank you so much for being here. And if you can remain in your comfortable seat for the poem, that'd be lovely. And even better if you can just start to deepen your breath a little, slow down your inhale, slow down your exhale. Again, this is from the Book of Blessings by John O'Donohue. The book is called To Bless the Space Between Us. I'll let you guys make the 6 feet jokes in the comments, and I'll go ahead and read the poem. Benji, do you want to come for this? Come here, buddy. Come here. Come on. Get over here. Come here. Come on, all the way, all the way. Oh, he's doing downward. I swear. Okay, come on over here, buddy. All right. Yes, say hi. Do you want to read it? Like, I'll read a line, and then you read a line, and then I'll read a line, and you read a line. Okay. This is called For Light. Light cannot see inside things. That is what the dark is for. minding the interior, nurturing the draw of growth through places where death, in its own way, turns into life. Benji. In the glare of neon times, let our eyes not be worn by surfaces that shine with hunger made attractive, that our thoughts may be true light, finding their way into words which have the weight of shadow to hold the layers of truth. That we never place our trust in minds claimed by empty light, where one-sided certainties are driven by false desire. When we look into the heart, may our eyes have the kindness and reverence of candlelight. That the searching of our minds be equal to the oblique crevices and corners where the mystery continues to dwell, glimmering in fugitive light. When we are confined inside the dark house of suffering, that moonlight might find a window. When we become false and lost, that the severe noon light would cast our shadow clear. When we love, that dawn light would lighten our feet upon the waters. As we grow old, that twilight would illuminate treasure in the fields of memory. And when we come to search for God, let us first be robed in night, put on the mind of morning to feel the rush of light, spread slowly inside the color and stillness of a found world. So you can find that full poem at the bottom of your letter, which is in your box. And if you're just tuning in, this is Adriene Mishler for the first ever Love Letter Live. And if you're not familiar, you can sign up for the Love Letter on my website, yogawithadriene.com, and it's free. And it'll be delivered right to your box along with a free practice every Sunday. I'd like to end with a little gratitude. If you've ever been to live class of mine, I always like to start and end with a little gratitude. So let's take a second to, again, align head over heart, heart over pelvis. You can bring your palms together in prayer. Just allow them to rest gently wherever feels comfortable. And take a deep breath in and just one more moment of quiet before we wrap this up. Just notice how you feel, and I'd like to invite us all to send gratitude to all the caretakers. Some love and gratitude to all the caretakers, whatever that means to you. Just choosing to send gratitude out. Maybe it's good energy to those who are so generous. And there are a lot of caretakers right now, a lot of different kinds. And a lot of them are missing this live stream. We have a lot of caretakers in this community who are actually missing this live stream because they are taking care of others right now. So if you're like me, I'm trying to find ways, what can I do right now to take care of others? And so just remember that caretakers come in many different forms. And we're all caretakers in some way, shape, or form. But you really can't be an awesome caretaker if you don't have any energy, or if you are not taking care of yourself. So take good care of yourself so that you can be the caretaker that you desire. And truly, I send my love and gratitude out to all of the people right now who are caring for others. That type of generosity astounds me and inspires me. Okay, I can't believe I'm actually on my right time, under an hour. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already, please chime in this crazy live stream and tell us where you are viewing from. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button. I don't really ask this too much, but I think this would be a really good time to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and not only so that you can get notified if we do another one of these, but also you'll be notified when the new video hits. Actually, I'll give you a preview. The next new video is called Yoga for Vulnerability and was shot actually before all of this. So I think it's a beautiful alignment, and I think it'll be a really great practice for us. But we'll see. Please let us know where you're tuning in from. And if you haven't already, please click that subscribe button on the YouTube channel. And that way you can be notified, but also that way you can help support free yoga for as many people as possible. It's been a real honor and a pleasure to be welcomed into your home. Since 2012, I've felt humbled by that. And now, in light of recent events, I feel very honored. It feels like an honor to be welcomed into your home. And again, as I said in the letter, thank you for letting me be your stay-at-home companion. All right, so I'll see you on the yoga mat. And I also hope to maybe see you in the Find What Feels Good Kula. If you're not familiar, it's a beautiful place to connect. It's free, FWFGKula.com. If you're into it, you can find me on Instagram at Adriene Louise. I am making a at-home dance party playlist on Spotify, and I'll be posting that later today or maybe tomorrow. We'll see. And who knows? Maybe I'll see you here next week. Thank you so much, everyone. Just take a second here to bring your hands to your heart. We're going to close it off together. Maybe quietly whisper to yourself, I am healthy. I am healthy. And I am hopeful. And thank you again for being here. That's it. From my home to yours. Take good care. Namaste. Benji, do you want to add anything? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh! Do you want to say anything? You want to say I love you? Te quiero. Oh, this is a sign they do not see of you. Let's do Benji Cam. Benji Cam. Bum, 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 bum. Benji Cam. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Sending love and light to our pals. Getting my foot out of the shot for Benji Cam. I said I'd give myself an hour of this, and so I have a couple minutes for Benji Cam. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Guys, let's stay. Guys, let's stay strong. Let's stay connected. Remember, you do have the tools of your breath. And if you need to get on your knees and say a prayer, if you need to journal, if you need to go take your shoes off and feel your feet on the ground, just take good care of yourself, okay? That's how we're going to be able to take care of each other. And I'm going to remember that too, okay? All right, one more minute of Benji Cam. Look this way. Benji Cam. Oh, guys, you know, another cool thing that I didn't mention is that this is the other side of the room. So it's like meta. Not only am I reading the love letter, but we're flipped. So this is where we do the videos. But you're seeing the other side of the room. All right, we have 30 more seconds of Benji Cam. Let him have a solo moment, Benji Cam. Okay. That's it. Adriene Mishler and Benji signing off on the very first Love Letter Live. We love you guys. Thanks for being here. Take good care.